Hi parents, this is Sally from Occupational Therapy. I wanted to give you a quick overview about the new material we have this week. So right now I am on the website on the videos or educational videos page. In that page, if you go to the Fine Motor Skills section, you'll see two new resources. One on navigating learning without tears resource, and the other one is an activity you could practice with your children at home. The first resource, Navigating Learning Without Tears, is a newly added resource for free. Parents can create their own account and they can access an online interactive tool that will work on their handwriting skills. For kids who are less than kindergarten age, so preschooler level, they also have another online tool for them to work on foundational skills that will later help them with their printing. I have a video here for you. It takes you almost step by step as to how to access and how to navigate those resources. And the other resource I have here is Scissor Skills. Again, I have a video talks about what we're going to do in that activity and how to modify it. So if you have kids with advanced skills, then you can make it harder, or if you want to make it a little bit more simple or easier, you can also do that. These resources are also available in a document or written format in the Slides and Handouts section. You could review whichever format you prefer and like. Next, I'll go to the sensory integration. So I've added a couple of online resources. In these resources, you will see that a video that talks about sensory integration, what it is, in an animated format. So if this is a new area for you as a parent, I would highly recommend to kind of get an idea of what that entails. I have quick definitions available also in the slides and handouts. So if you don't have time to review all these videos, I have them in a very summarized format. The second video is about sensory integration. In this video, you will see Lindsay Beal, who's also an expert in the area of sensory processing disorder, give a very quick overview about what is sensory processing disorder, how it typically manifests in behavior, and what kind of easy interventions we could do to help manage those behaviors that arise as a result of your child having difficulty managing the different inputs, whether it's auditory, so sounds, or visual, or whatever it may be. So there are different sensory areas of sensations, and depending on which area is affected, your child's need will vary. So this is a quick activity, again, to familiarize yourself with it, especially if you haven't had the chance to attend our session that we held in school talking about sensory integration and sensory processing disorders. Then next I go about emotional regulation. So I have some educational tools for parents. They're very quick and brief. One tool is about 2 minutes long, and it's by Dr. Daniel Siegel. He's also an expert in that area of emotional regulation. He talks about, he targets adults as well as children. And in this video, he explains his hand-brain model. So really, he uses his hand to explain different parts of the brain and how they contribute to our sensory emotional responses. And then he kind of uses that hand model to explain to kids. So if you have a 6-year-old who's more on the they have good cognitive skills, they can understand your verbal instruction, they can understand sort of your visual when you talk to them. If you're using your hand as a visual to explain it to them, they have that understanding and perception, you could use it as one of the ways to communicate how our body, what goes on in our body when we're feeling like we're losing control of our emotions. It's handy. It doesn't require you to have a lot of tools with you. You can just use your hand, and it's just a quick visual cue that something is wrong with me and I need help. And the kids can use it to communicate that. The other parent tool that I have is how to be emotionally responsive parent when your child is losing emotional control. So Tina Payne Bryson is another expert in that field of how to help your kids gain their emotional control. So she also goes over one strategy that is pretty much 100% parent. So kids take time until they kind of figure out their emotions, they identify their emotion, name it, and then figure out how to react to it and how to communicate their need that they need someone to help them to regulate their emotions. So while we were working with our kids to do all of this, there's some things we could do on our own initiative. So this is how to be emotionally responsive, and it's one way of trying. It focuses on building that positive relationship even when your child is escalating and having a hard time to manage their own emotion. The other tool that I want to refer you to is by another occupational therapist, and she is providing online sessions for yoga and meditation. So that's a tool that your child now can participate in. So she has a channel on YouTube, and she started to do sessions each week where your child can kind of follow along and do some of these activities. So you could see here. So you kind of get the idea. So you could follow her episodes either on YouTube, or she also has an event kind of going on here on Facebook. And I don't know if you can make it given the time difference, but if you can't do it live with her, you can obviously see the recorded episode. So for slides and handouts, one resource that I've added is for parents. So if you're working from home, you want to make sure that you as a parent are taking care of yourself and you're practicing good ergonomics. So just that just means proper body posture so you're not hurting yourself. So the same therapist that had the mindfulness and yoga episodes is also offering a free sort of handout available on her website, and I give you the link on the school's website, and kind of goes over what to do, what not to do when you're sitting down, or if you're working different positions or different locations. So this sums up all of our resources for this week. I hope you're able to have some time to kind of check them out and explore them. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll gladly do my best to help address them. Thank you.